Hello, my name is Juliane. I'm French. I love cooking and sharing my cooking with my friends and family. After sharing a few recipes and cooking tips with people from around the world, I found out that I really like helping people improve their cooking skills. That's why I'm starting this channel. I'm not a huge fan of industrial or processed food, so most of the time I try to do everything myself. It's healthier and often way cheaper. The main goal of this channel is to give people very easy recipes that anybody can make at home. No 3-star French cooking here. I'm in no way a professional chef or even a professional cook. I'm just someone that really likes making good food at home and inventing recipes. I will also share ways of making good meals with leftovers, because nobody likes to waste food, right? I plan to propose a recipe, then several recipes with leftovers of the first one. I'm lucky enough to be very well equipped, but I know it's not the case for everybody. So I'll always propose recipes that you can do with very few tools. That being said, there are a few things that you absolutely need if you plan to cook well or often. The first and most important items are good knives. If you can cut the ingredients properly, you can help to manage a good meal. You'll need at least one small and very sharp paring knife, like this one. You'll also need a big butcher knife, like this one. They have to be very sharp at all times. Next, you'll need peeling knives. There are different models, as you can see. Any will do. You'll also need a cutting board. If you only have a big one, it will be enough. You'll just have to wash it very often while cooking. That's why I have several. If you have to buy it, choose one that can go into the dishwasher, so preferably no wood. One tool that is not absolutely necessary, but is very useful and will save you a lot of time, is a mandoline. If you often cook vegetables, make salads and cut fruits, this tool will soon turn into the most used in your kitchen. I use this one with V-shaped blades. You can purchase one online, it's not very expensive. There's a link with an example in the description of the video. I'm a klutz and I tend to often cut my fingers. So if you're like me, I recommend that you buy protective gloves with your mandoline. I don't have mine with me today, but there's a link for the gloves in the description of the video. You'll also need a stove. In France we have mainly gas stoves, but any type will do. However, if you have an electric one, you'll have to adapt the recipes so the reaction time of your stove if you don't want to overcook food. You'll also need a good oven. If yours can go over 220 Celsius, that's 430 Fahrenheit, maybe sometimes you won't be able to do certain recipes. I prefer electric ovens, but if you have a gas oven, you'll have to adapt the recipes too. You'll also need good frying pans. The non-sticky variety are easier to use. I have like 10 different frying pans. But if you have a big one and a small one, it should be enough. Another tool that I use very often and that you'll never regret buying is a good Dutch oven. Like this one. It's expensive, but it's virtually wear-free. I have several too. Some are family heirlooms that I got from my grandmother, who got them from her mother. That's how indestructible those pots are. Any good slow cooking recipe is better made in a Dutch oven. Last tool that you'll often need in my recipes is a powerful blender. Mine is a Thermomix. It's not only a blender, it can also heat, cook and steam cook ingredients. However, a classical blender or a cheap food processor will be enough to make the recipes that I propose. Finally, the ingredients. I'm in France, so obviously I will work with French ingredients. But I'll do my best to give you links to equivalents that you can find in the US, UK or Australia. For any other country, just ask me, but bear in mind that I can only read French and English. I will always give the full recipe and list of ingredients in the description of every video. I will give the quantities in both metric and imperial systems, even for the temperature. If you have any question, feel free to ask them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching this first video, and don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss my first recipe. It will be a garlic chicken roast with potatoes that melt in your mouth. See you soon!